album, hopefully buy his CD, and it's out there. And he speaks all over the country to young people, to audiences of all sizes. He's even spoken at big events like in Canada and stuff like that. So he's kind of a big deal when he's here, you know? And it's pretty cool because he comes out and does this for free because we're friends, and he really believes in what we're doing here, which is awesome. Henry is very proud of the fact that he's a husband and a father of 5 teenagers. So he has a little bit of experience with teenagers because he has them. So without further ado, I'm going to hand over the stage to Henry. Guys, give me a round of applause.
Girls, y'all doing okay?
Yes.
How many of you, and please be honest, because you know, what's said in this class will stay in this class, even though I got a video camera, I'm using this for my own purposes, and it'll just like record the back of y'all head, so if you don't want to be on camera, if you got felonies and stuff, you don't want anybody identifying you, just don't look at the camera. Okay? Okay, so let's be honest today, and I want to know by a show of hands, how many of you young ladies are in the dating game? Raise your hand. Don't be scared. Come on, okay. You're in the dating game. Okay, let me make it a little bit easier for you. You have a boyfriend, or you would like to have a boyfriend and start dating and this kind of thing. Boys, you're interested in boys. How about that? Universal question. You are interested. You like boys. I can't get any more general than that. Okay. Okay, great. You like boys. Okay, now put your hands down. Okay, now how many of you young ladies you like girls? Raise your hand. You like girls.
I like girls. What do you mean? Like girls?
Yeah, that type of life. You know, because, you know, it's 2012 and people are going, you know, different ways with their lifestyle and stuff. And hey, if you like girls, you know, that's your thing. Do what you want to do. You know, you probably need to talk to somebody about that because, quite, you know, the fact is, God made Adam and Eve. You know, not Madam and Eve. So yeah. But we could talk about that later on at another time. But yeah. So what I wanna do today is I wanna help you. I want to help you. This is what I want to do. I want to help you. Believe it or not, I've come here to help you. I want to help you navigate through boy drama. And what I want to do specifically is to help you identify winner guy, loser guy. Would that be a good thing? Would you like to know the difference really fast before your heart gets broken into a million pieces? You would like to know the difference between winner guy and loser guy. How do you say, I mean, when you picture your boyfriend, like, matter of fact, when you picture your soulmate, the one that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, your soulmate, your man 50 grand, when you picture him, how many of y'all picture him being a loser? Look at there. Can we? No hands raised. How many of you picture, when you think about your romantic story from right now to where you are until you grow old and gray, the story that represents your love life, how many of you picture that with a bunch of broken hearts? Yeah, how quiet it just got. Man, it was quiet enough to hear a church mouse peeing on a cotton ball. Did y'all hear that? So none of you want that to be your story. None of you want loser guy, and none of you want your story to end up with a bunch of broken hearts and hurt feelings and bad memories. So if I can help you today, I want to help you to identify winner guy, the guy who is a winner. Because all of you said you're looking for a loser. Okay, so stories are the best way to illustrate it. So I'll open up with a story, if you will. Follow me. Are you ready? I hear some tater chips crinkling and crackling and it's making me hungry. I haven't had a good breakfast, man. If y'all keep rattling that stuff, I'm going to ask you for some. So, follow me back. Put your tater chips for a break for a second here. Put your tater chips down and follow me. Follow me back to a warm summer day of 2002 at Lake Murray. It was just a nice afternoon with me and my baby, my wife, Rebecca. I love Rebecca. Y'all know I love Rebecca because we got 5 kids. And it was a while, something kept happening. Her stomach kept getting big and I couldn't figure out what was happening. You know, we kept having kids and stuff and I didn't understand, but it was because I couldn't keep my hands off of her because I love me some Rebecca. You know, we were just, woo! I figured it out. I got a television. So after that, everything was cool. We didn't have no more kids after that. But man, it's me and Rebecca and the 5 kids, man. We was out there at Lake Murray having a good time. Barbecue going. There was a little music going, man. I was sitting there with Rebecca. And every now and then, I would reach over to Rebecca, I'd get me a little kiss. How you doing, girl? How you doing? We just had one of them romantic times because all the kids was in the water. And I went totally wrapped up in Rebecca. You know, every now and then I'd sit back and count my 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm cool. Sit back and get a little closer to Rebecca. You know, get the barbecue grill. I'm working the barbecue grill. And every now and then I reach over and give me a little kiss at the same time. Because she was nice. She had a little short little skirt and stuff. Ooh, she was looking all good. Whoa! It got hot. Oh, turn the AC on and stuff. I'm getting hot. Yeah, so every now and then I wasn't just all up in Rebecca. You know, I was every now and then I stop and I count. Because all the kids was in the lake, right? You gotta watch kids in the lake. I count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's me and Rebecca. And the music, and the barbecue, and every now and then I count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a minute. Where's number 5? Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I didn't see number 5. And so I kept looking. I got a little disturbed, young ladies. And I kept looking. And I stood up and I saw number 5. My oldest boy, Isaiah, way back there in the distance. Now usually way back there in the distance is not a problem. But way back there in the distance at Lake Murray is a problem when you can't swim. And how did I know Isaiah can't swim? Because he was doing this little backwards bobby thing that he used to do. He used to just jump back and right. He couldn't really swim. He used to just jump back and right. He wouldn't go too far. But I think what happened was he kept jumping backwards and he kept jumping backwards. And y'all know what happens at the lake. They got these things called sheer drops. And he jumped one time and jumped back over a sheer drop. And Isaiah was drowning. And I had to decide what to do. And you know, you couldn't really tell if he was drowning, if he was playing in the water, because, you know, he was doing his little kicky thing, and he might have been doing his kicky thing, but he went up under the water and he came back up and his face turned bright red. So that told me that he was in trouble. And I had to do something, because it was 40 yards between where I was and the edge of the water. So what was it time to do? It was time to run! So I ran, young ladies, as fast as I could to the edge of the water, 40 yards. Ran as fast as I could. From the edge of the water to where Isaiah was about 50 yards. And I started swimming. Why did I start swimming? Because Isaiah was in trouble. And if I didn't get there in enough time, something that I loved and valued and treasured above all things was going to be in mortal danger. So I swam. And man, I'm swimming. And I'm stroking. And I'm looking for Isaiah. I can't find him. And I'm still swimming. The way I thought he was, I'm still swimming. And finally, there he is. I swam over there. Swam toward him. And finally, I said, hold on a second. What am I getting ready to do? I have no idea what I'm getting ready to do. Now, I can swim. I ain't real crazy about the water. I can swim a little bit. But I have never rescued anybody from swimming. Because, you know, people die trying to rescue people from swimming. You've heard that before. Because people who are drowning will kill you behind them. They will. Because they drowning, they got all this water in their lungs, and they just grabbing. And man, as soon as they grab onto something solid, man, they gonna try to pull it with their leg. Before you know it, you're gonna be dead. And so I'm stroking man. I don't know what I'm getting ready to do, but I know one thing. I got to save my son. I got to save my son. So finally got to him and I grabbed him. And I tried to put my feet down. And I thought I'd just stand up, lift him up so he can catch his breath and just walk him back to the shore. But there was one problem with that. When I put my feet down, there wasn't nothing up under him. So I started going down. So what do I do now? I didn't know what to do. I told you I wasn't no lifeguard. I didn't know how to save nobody from drowning. So I started making it up. I grabbed Isaiah and I threw him. I sure did. I threw him back towards the shore. And I started swimming again. Where'd he go? I don't know where'd I throw him at. I threw him to outer space. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. And swimming again. And I grabbed him. And I thought I'd just put my feet down, you know. And I just walked him to the shore the rest of the way. But I put my feet down again. And guess what?
The same thing.
There wasn't no land up under my feet. We started going down. So what do I do now? I do what I did last time. I threw that rascal. I threw him. And I started swimming again. Ladies, listen. I repeated that process over and over again until finally exhausted, Isaiah and I made it to shore. And he was over there coughing up blood and water and seaweed and all that other kind of stuff. And I was sitting back feeling like Superman. Superman, man, what? I just saved my boy. I felt like Superman. I just stood there at the beach and posed for a second because there was a guy with a camera and I was just like this. And I turned around and said, hold on, make sure you get my good side. Right? I felt great. Why? Because I went after something that was precious to me and I grabbed a hold of it and rescued it. Now, I say I felt like Superman, but here's the difference between me and Superman. To be quite honest, unlike Superman, I was not faster than a speeding bullet. But I was fast enough to get to Isaiah before he took in his last breath. I was not more powerful than a locomotive, but I was powerful enough to grab that skinny, rowdy dude and throw him back towards the shore. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I had that much strength in me, and I was not able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. But ladies, in one single act, I went after something that was precious to me, and I did the right thing. Now sure, a lot of people who are drowning and somebody comes by to rescue them, some people who go to rescue someone who is drowning end up drowning because they don't know how to rescue. I didn't know how to rescue nobody. But did that matter in that moment? Absolutely not. Why? Because something that I cherished was in mortal danger and I was going to do whatever I had to do in order to save my son. Why? Because yes, I love my wife. Man, I love Rebecca. We've been married for 19 years. I love Rebecca. But I also love my children. I love my children with all of my heart. And if Rebecca had seen Isaiah drowning, she likely would have responded first, but she wouldn't have been me. So there's a love for something that is precious to you that will cause you to do whatever you got to do to keep it from danger, to keep it safe. And even if it means putting yourself in danger, denying yourself, you'll do it. Why? Because that is precious. Young ladies, listen to me. Every one of you, I need you to look me in my eyes right now. If you don't pay attention to anything else that I say for the next few minutes, I need you to listen to me. Listen to me. Every one of you are precious, beautiful beyond measure. You deserve someone who will risk it all for you. That's winner guy. That is the guy who is a winner. When he treats you like you are so precious that he will risk his life, risk everything to give you what you need. That's winner guy. You are precious. I don't care if your dad doesn't tell you how beautiful you are. You've got to look into the mirror and say, dang, girl, you fine. Whoa! Okay? You got to be willing to do that. I don't care how much you weigh versus what society says you should weigh. You got to be able to look at yourself and say, I am valuable, perfect, and beautiful, just the way God made me. Here's the thing. Can I go on the side before I go to my next segment? Here's the thing about it. Because y'all have a problem with what you weigh. Because you always look. And why my wife always asks me that question? Does this make me look fat? Yeah. Does this make my butt look big? And you know, I always do the right thing. I say, no, baby, you look beautiful. You look beautiful no matter what you put on. I always do the right thing, but honestly, that's being politically correct. Because if I really was honest, the way I'm telling y'all to be honest today in this class, if I really was honest, I would say, were you fat before you put it on? Oh my goodness, and that would be the last time you get, whoa. That would be the last time I make a mistake and say something that's stupid to my wife. And what I really want to say is, does this make my butt look big? What I really want to say is, was your butt big before you put that on? But oh my God, that would be the last time.
It's on video.
Yes, it's on video. Oh, she ain't seen this part. She ain't seen this part. No. Okay, so check it out, ladies. You've got to be able to look into the mirror and see something as valuable and as precious as you are. And it does not have anything to do with how much you weigh. Guys like girls with curves, just like some guys like girls who look like a Barbie doll. Man, listen, I just never preferred girls that look like Barbie dolls. My wife doesn't look like a Barbie doll. She never did and probably never will. Some guys like the skinny girls. I never did. And if you skinny look like a Barbie doll, you're fine. You're beautiful. Okay, that's fine. But I like a girl with curves, man. And a lot of guys like a girl with curves, man. You know what I'm saying? Curves, brother, voluptuous. You know, got stuff going on. Curves, meat on the bone, man. You know, that's like, I shouldn't be saying this, but we being honest, right? Okay, so let me just be honest. Because I want to say something to the girls who think they ain't supposed to look like that. Y'all need to open up your eyes and look in the mirror and see you fine. I don't care how much you weigh. You need to be healthy. You need to live a long life. But don't let how much you weigh determine that you're beautiful or not, or valuable or not. Okay, so check this out. Girls with curves, man. Girls with curves, man. I love it, man. Let me tell you something. Girls without curves is like blue jeans without pockets. You just have no idea where to put your hands. There's nowhere to put your hands. And I like to put my hands on something, at night, and keep me warm. I got to know where to put my hands. If you ain't got no curves, I ain't mad at you. I'm just saying, that's how God made you, fine. But don't be eating and then throwing up and stuff just to keep the curves off you, because some guys like curves. I'm one of them. Okay. Sorry, I didn't have to. Hey, delete this part. Henry, do not put this part on video. Delete all that last stuff I had just said. I'm sorry, ladies. Okay. So winner guy will approach you with an attitude that says, you are precious. You are valuable beyond anything that you understand, and I'm going to do my best to give you what you need. Okay. Now, on the other hand, here's loser guy. You know loser guy all too well. Yes, you do. You know loser guy. And listen, just like how much you weigh has nothing to do with your beauty, loser guy can be good looking. He can be muscle bound and fit like me. You know what I'm saying? What y'all laughing at? Man, I'm Diesel, man. Shoot, up under this is twisted steel and sex appeal. I gotta go to this shirt. This shirt kind of big. That's all. They don't really show. The pants kind of big. That's all. You can't really see how sculptured and stuff I am and stuff. So loser guy come in a bunch of different shapes, but here, loser guy has this one thing that's common among loser guy that's not common among winner guy. Loser guy is always asking you about stuff about himself, stuff that benefit himself. You have this idea and you have this commitment to be a virgin. You don't want to engage in sex. Why? Not because you feel like you're the Virgin Mary and you're waiting to deliver God's child. No, you don't feel all that stuff. You're just not interested in having a super advanced case of herpes. How many would like that? How many would like stuff oozing from your body and you can't stop it? Oh, yes. Yeah, see, you ain't really interested in that kind of stuff. And you said that your idea of your love life, when you look back at it, your idea of your love life is one that does not include a whole bunch of broken hearts. And broken hearts come along with sex before marriage. Ask me. I tell you. Not on this clip, I don't have enough time. So you got your ideas about what you want out of life, and he keeps asking you stuff that's different than what you want. He keeps like asking you to have sex, and you done told him over and over again that you committed to wait. And he keeps asking you over and over again, and he keeps telling you these certain things that you think are true, that is putting that pressure on you, and certain things like this. Like he'll say, you know what? I don't know why you won't have sex with me, because everybody's doing it. And you don't really know how to respond to that, because you do like him. You feel him. You feel him. You're just not interested in that advanced case of herpes. You know, you ain't interested in stuff like mushrooms growing on your genitals. You don't want stuff like that going on. Yeah. So, how many of y'all saw some of the pictures? Did Kimberly show y'all some pictures? Kimberly, okay, so all right, I'm in the right room. Okay, so I already have to go back there and refresh your memories. You just ain't interested in that kind of stuff. But he keeps saying, listen, everybody's doing it. I don't understand what the problem is. So let me throw you a few apples. And you take these apples and you throw these apples at loser guy. Okay? You throw apples at loser guy. Y'all like apples? Y'all like apples? How many of y'all like apples? Raise your hand if you're like, okay. Almost everybody like apples. Okay. Here's what you do. Next time loser man asks you, says, hey, everybody's doing it. What's your problem? Then you ask loser man, you say, hey, check it out. Loser man, do you like apples? And he'll probably say, yeah, I like apples. Okay, and you say, okay, check this out. If everybody is doing it, then you should have no problem finding someone else. How do you like them apples? Will that work? Okay. Now, loser man, he's also coming at you saying this, hey man, look girl, you done already had sex before. I don't know what's the problem now. And that hurts. Oh, that hurts. That's like the ace in the hole. You know when you're playing spades and you got the big joker? The big joker is the strongest card in the bunch. And you slap down, paya! And you know, you think you done won the hand, man. And you done had sex before. What's the problem now? That's loser man, because it's all about him. He's trying to pressure you into doing something that you don't do. So this is what you do. I'm going to throw you another apple for loser man. You throw this apple at loser man. You ask loser man, yeah, you know, I have had sex before. And what's the problem now? So let me ask you, loser man, do you like apples? And loser man going to say what? Yeah, I like apples. And you say, okay, I have had sex before. But I also have the right to change my mind at any time I want to about anything. I have changed my mind and I have decided to wait. How you like them apples? Can y'all handle that one? Hey, handle that one? I'm just trying to give you a few apples to throw the loser man. And also, listen, hey, check this out. Loser man coming at you with the final draw. I'm going to throw you the final apple. I'm just giving you 3 apples today. I ain't going to give you a whole bunch. It's 3 apples. It's 3 apples, okay? Check this out. Loser man comes at you and says, you a virgin, man. You the only virgin in school. I mean, don't you feel kind of weird about that? I mean, you're not really living. You know what I'm saying? You got to really live and enjoy and be an adult. And you know, nobody's a virgin nowadays. I'm not a virgin. Why are you still a virgin? We need to go ahead and do this thing so you can be like me. And you feeling that. You feeling the pressure too. Because a lot of your female friends are telling you, oh, I lost my virginity a long time ago, girl. It's so awesome. Oh, sex is so awesome, girl. You ain't understand. And ask her how many broken hearts she has. And if she'll be honest, she'll tell you, I got a whole bunch of them. Matter of fact, I just left them in the dumpster. I got a whole dumpster that's called Broken Hearts dumpster. I just make it in, throw it in there. Just find another one. I got people on Facebook got 14, 15 boyfriends, man. You should have seen the stuff that they post. I don't have time. Okay, so yeah, so, you know, you're the only virgin in the high school. You're really feeling that pressure because really nobody wants to be the only. Nobody wants to be the only. You really have this draw, this pressure to fit into the crowd. And you feel like you're the only one in the crowd that's a virgin. So here's what you say to loser man when he keeps talking to you about, and loser girls too. You're ones trying to talk you into doing stuff like they doing. Okay, so here's what you say. Check it out. Loser dude. You like apples? And he goes, oh yeah, I like apples. Okay, check this out. Loser man. At any time, I could give away my virginity and be like you. But you can never again choose to be like me. How you like them apples? Is that all right, ladies? I hope that's all right, because what I'm trying to help you do is I'm trying to help you distinguish between loser man and winner man. See, winner man will help you through those struggles. And winner man will say to you, like some of the things, man, I love hearing Kimberly talk about her husband and some of the things that he did when they were dating. Went and drove 500 some odd miles to meet your parents to get their permission to date you. Wouldn't even kiss her for a good period of time because he said, hey, man, that's a slippery slope. That might lead to something. Because you fine and whining, girl. If I put my lips on your lips, fireworks might start happening and we might do something that we both might regret. You are worth waiting on. And so, winner man will begin to do those things. Loser man, he all about himself. Trying to satisfy himself. And I gave you 3 apples that I hope you can throw at him. And ask him, how you like them apples? Because you can decide, hey, listen, you can decide at any time that you're going to change your behavior. And your behavior changing is about you. It's not about your parents. It's not about your friends. Your behavior changing is about you and your life and how you don't want to. Check this out. Check this out. I know a lady who has multiple kids, and she cannot have a natural birth. Every time she decides to have a kid, she has to have what they call a C-section. Cut your stomach open, go get the baby. You know why? Because when she was younger, she was very promiscuous. She was in the dating game. She was having sex with everything that moved. Okay? And she has a disease that if a child passes through her womb naturally, that child will get that disease. She cannot have a child naturally because she got something that she contracted when she was 16 and 17 years old that will stay with her for the rest of her life. That's rough. Okay, so your decisions about your life and the things that you will do and won't do in the dating game, those decisions are about you. It's not about your boyfriend. So, loser man, winner man, a guy who treats you as something that's valuable and worth waiting on, a guy who treats you as something that is supposed to give him what he needs. That's the difference. So throw loser man some apples and wait on winner man. So, why? Why should you wait? Why should you change your mind? Why should you resist loser man with everything that you have? You like stories? You like stories? Did y'all enjoy my first story? Okay. I'm going to close my speaking portion, and I'll answer as many questions as you can in the time that we have, and then Kimberly will take over. But I want to start my next story with a picture. Are you ready? Y'all like pictures? Okay. I want you to look at this picture and tell me what this is. I know some of you are well-educated, you seasoned, you sophisticated, you've seen a lot of things because you know at 16, how old are you? 16, 17, something like that? 14, 15? Okay, so Lord knows at 14, 15 you know a lot. You've been like, you got experience, man. You know what I'm saying? You've been around and so you know what this is. Who knows what this is?
Oh, it's the King.
Say it out loud.
King Tut.
King Tut, it belonged to King Tut posthumously. I mean, after he was all stiff and rigor mortisized and all that kind of stuff. His dog, oh, okay. Yeah, okay. You know what that is? Okay, this is King Tut's burial mask. This is what they put on his head after he was mummified. He had died. He was a king. He was a pharaoh in Egypt way back in the day. So let me tell you why this is important. So I was like 20, right? And I joined the Navy right after high school, man. I had to get out of Detroit. It was rough up in Detroit. I just had to get up out of there. And I knew joining the military was the only way for me to get out of there. So I joined the military right after high school. So I joined the military. We went on a 6-month cruise in the war, you know, because of the Desert Storm War. Y'all remember all that back in 91, 92. So there I was in the war. We was way out in the water on a ship and stuff. And we pulled into Egypt, where we could go in there, we could have liberty and have some fun. So I went out to Egypt, man, I'm going look for, because I got some money in my pocket, you know what I'm saying? I've been out at sea for like 6 months, man, I got some money in my pocket, and I'm ready to spend some of it. So I'm going to Egypt, and I heard they got a lot of gold over there. It's cheap and stuff, because there's gold everywhere in Egypt, right? It's real cheap compared to how much they charge you for it here in America. So I want to buy some gold, man. You know, I'm walking up into this shop, man, and I'm buying some gold. And this man is, he's from Egypt. He got this really heavy, thick accent, you know, and I can barely understand what he's saying, but we negotiate. You know what I'm saying? And so I got this gold chain that I want. We negotiating. And all of a sudden I see a picture of this. And I said, let me ask you a question. I said, what's that? And he told me, yeah, that's King Tut's burial mask. I said, really? I said, what's it made out of? It look kind of goldish. He said, yeah, it's made out of gold. I said, really? I said, who is King Tut? He said, years ago, 1,000 years ago. I said, how old is it? He said, it's older than you and your mama put together, multiplied times 5. It's really old. Okay, I said, this is a real nice guy. Let me just tell you, this guy was really nice to me, okay? We was having fun. He brought out a Coke, and we was negotiating. He gave me a Coke and some candy and stuff. We was really having a good time. He was the nicest guy in the world. And then all of a sudden, the guy changed on me. He changed on me. You ever had somebody just flip the script on you? They all nice and stuff, and they just turned enraged and like that. He just changed on me all of a sudden. I just asked one question. He just changed on me. It was like Jekyll and Hyde. You know what I'm saying? I said, how much is that mask worth? How can I buy that for? How much can I buy that for? And he went from this to this. And he started shaking. And he said, oh, it is priceless. And he snatched the Coke out of my hand and threw it on the ground and said, get out of my store. And his face got all ugly. And he chased me out the store. And I started running because he was crazy. He flipped on me. Why he flip on me? a dumb question. No, I didn't know any better. I'm this American sailor, 19 years old, got money in my pocket. I didn't know nothing better than asking me how much stuff is worth. I got money in my pocket, and I want to spend it. That's all I'm thinking about is money. And I asked him about something that means more to him than dollars and cents. It means more to him than a monetary value. Why? Is it because it's old? Maybe. Is it because it's made out of solid gold and some other fine jewels? Maybe. Is it because it belonged to a pharaoh who was king of Egypt a long time ago? Is that why it's valuable and precious? Maybe. Young ladies, let me tell you why this is precious. Why Donald Trump and all his bad hair and good money cannot buy this. Let me tell you why you can take all the money that Google ever made, all the money that America has ever made over the course of time, and they cannot buy this. Let me tell you why. Because there is one of them. One. Did y'all hear me? Y'all didn't hear me. One. There's one of them. If this gets destroyed, it will never exist again. They made one. They made it for King Tut. Yes, they made it out of precious jewels and fine gold, and it's all handcrafted, and it represents time and the passage of time and the pharaohs of Egypt. It represents all of that stuff. But its major value is because there is one of them. Young ladies, there is one of you. One. There is one of you. There will never be another you. There will never be another person with your set of fingerprints. There will never be another person, as many people who have lived on this planet and will live after you. There's only been one person like you who has your distinct eye print. If you put a camera in your eye and the veins and the muscles and the lines within your eye, it's unique to you. One. How valuable are you? Are you not more than how much you weigh? Are you not more than what Loser Man has to say about you? Are you not more than what you think about yourself? I submit to you that you are. Why? Because there is one of you. One. There will never be another you. And you have talents and abilities that are distinct to you. You asked me about my career as a recording artist. Check this out. Here's one of the things that makes me unique. I have written songs that no one else on this planet could have written. They came to me. They were inspired by me through my life, through things that I've experienced, through things that are original and unique to me. I wrote those songs. No one could have ever wrote the songs that I wrote. Could have wrote one that sounded like it, but not with the words that I wrote, with the storyline and with the feel and the makeup that I wrote them with. You are unique, young ladies, and the moment you begin to forget that is the moment you begin to satisfy yourself and settle for Loser Man. But all of you in here say that you want Winner Man. You want a guy who is willing to jump into the water of life, risk everything that he has, everything that he is, in order to go after something that is precious and important to him and give you the things that you need to help you become a better person. Most of you say that you want that guy. Now I ask yourself, are you valuable enough to wait for him? Are you? Regardless of what you think, regardless of how much you weigh, regardless of whether people have told you or not, I have given you enough evidence today, young ladies, for you to know that you are valuable. Because there is one of you. One. You are unique to this planet, and you are valuable and worth waiting for. Thank you for your time. Thank you. All right.
Do you ladies have any questions?
Q&A.
Henry, while he's here?
I'm going to take a seat because I know some of the questions y'all be asking. I need to sit down for some of those. You got your feet on that one. I'll let you keep that one. I'm going to pull up a chair. Q&A. You got questions about guys, about why they act the way they act, and all that kind of stuff. How much time we got, Kimberly, before your song? Okay, here we go. Please, ask the questions to me, but only after I point you out by raising up your hands, okay? You can make sure I'm in my camera so I can get my good side. Okay, I'm ready. Go. Go.
Kimberly told us about this nothing box. How do you work that?
I was explaining to the girls that guys can choose to literally think about nothing. And we thought that was fascinating.
Yes, explain.
Because we can't do that. That's women.
You can't just,
We
like,
don't have that option.
you can't just, like, think about nothing.
Our brains don't work that way.
Like, y'all couldn't just sit there, like, with the TV off and, like, in your room and just think about nothing.
No.
Now,
Yeah, you know what? Guys can do that. I don't know how we can, I don't know what it is. And the only thing I can attribute it to is just the fact that guys are so much different than girls. Okay, so how is it that we can just sit around and think about nothing and we can do that for about 30, 45 minutes, just be sitting there, man. I went to my son's room yesterday afternoon, he had a light on his room in the daytime. I said, oh, excuse me, son, is your carpet afraid of the dark or something? Why you got the light on in the daytime? And you do that too? Check this out, other than him burning up my electric bill, okay, he was just sitting there on the bed. And about 5, I was sitting there at the door before he realized I was there, and I was just looking at him, and he was just sitting there. I said, what you doing, son? Oh, nothing. We can do that.
So
And
you're
the
not,
reason we
like,
can do it, huh?
So you're not just thinking about something that you're just not anything at all.
It is a zone of nothingness that we enjoy. And check this out. Here it is. Here's how it relates to what I've been talking about today. That same ability is what causes us to be able to, if you give yourself to us, it causes us to be able to have sex with you today, and not even tomorrow. Not even tomorrow. A few hours later, we can have sex with somebody else. Another one of your friends that we told the same lies to, the same sweet nothings we whispered in her ear, have sex with you, and then go right and do it with her too, the same day. Now repeat this after me. If I was a guy, I would be the same way.
I would be the same.
And you would. So my advice to you is don't get mad. Don't get mad at the way guys are. Don't get mad because we can just sit there and do nothing. We can do that. It's something in that guy that makes us different from you, and the same reason why we can go from one girl to another in the same day without even taking a shower.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. This is how we roll. These guys are different, man. Next question. Go.
Why is it that, like, when you're dating one guy and then you break up with him, he goes and he dates another girl, then he comes right back to you begging for it? Like, why did they realize that they've done something wrong, so they come back beg? Why do they do that?
All right. It could be a lot of different things, but here's a major factor. Here's a major factor. This might be the biggest reason. It's because, man, guys are really immature for a really long time. And we can do immature things that you don't understand. And to be quite honest, we don't mature sometimes till about 22, 23 years old. We don't mature. That's why I'm encouraging my daughter to, listen, forget about the dating game. You want to marry a man, right? Not a boy. Do you want to marry a boy? When you decide to get married at 22, will you marry a 16-year-old? Okay, so the question is, why are you dating them? Why are you dating boys when you want to date a man? Now, I ain't let my daughter date a man. My daughter was crazy out her mind when she thought I would let a 23-year-old keep texting her. You think you want to date a 23-year-old? You're 16! No. That ain't happening. I put a karate chop to that quick. Okay, so the answer to your question is because guys are immature, man. Man, we at 16 years old, man, we thinking about We thinking about Transformers, the movie. We thinking about movies. We thinking about frogs and snails and puppy dog tails. This is what we think about, man. We ain't thinking about life and emotions and feelings and love and all that. We don't think about that stuff, man. We tell y'all that we are because we know that's what y'all like. Y'all like feel good. Y'all like good and all that kind of stuff that girls do. And we don't really understand that. Man, we driven by our physical, man. We just respond to what's going on in our body. And a lot of times, based upon the stuff that we watch, videos and the music we listen to and the movies that we watch, man, we thinking about ourselves. Physical stuff. Did you know that? Never mind. Yeah, so, because we mature, man. We can, and it's likely that he didn't really break up with that girl. It's likely he got her in check, she gave him what he wanted, and he wanted to come back and take another shot at you. Guys can do that. Man, shoot. Y'all, hey, and I tell y'all this stuff, man, y'all don't be looking at me like I'm crazy. Oh, I can't believe him. Oh, he's something else. I don't even like him no more. I can't believe he would do that stuff to somebody. Listen. This is BC. Y'all say BC. Repeat after me. Before Christ.
Before Christ.
Okay, this is when I was immature and I was a boy just like all the rest of them, but especially it was before Christ. But I ain't know no better. In Egypt, that was before Christ. I ain't know no better. That man ran me out of that shop quick. Took my coat. I think I only had 2 swigs out of that coke. Took my coat and ran me up out of that store. Quack. Because I was immature. So, man, shoot. When I was immature, I remember one time I did have, let me see. I had 2 girls at one time.
What?
Three girlfriends. I had 3 girlfriends at one time. One of them lived across the street from me. One of them I went to high school with, and one of them I worked with.
Wow.
And so I knew they would never really cross paths. And so we could be strategic like that, man. We can, man, shoot, I was strategic. I had my plan. As long as I don't talk to her on this day, because she coming on that day, and if she come, we skip school. If she come before she get home, then she'll never see her. And then this one, I work with her, so she ain't really never gonna have contact with the other 2. And man, I just play this game. I just play this game because, man, why? Because we're 16 and we play games. That's what we do. And all we do is respond to our bodies. And y'all, if y'all bodies were like our bodies, you might be responding the same way. Because if you was a guy, you would be the same way. So don't be mad. Just take this. And take them apples I threw you and throw them, man. You better throw them apples. Throw them apples. Y'all better throw them apples I gave you. Because at 16, we're immature. That's how we can do that. 3 girls at one time. Yep, I did. I enjoyed 3 girls and one day didn't take a shower.
Oh, ew. Yes, sit down.
Yes. Did you show them the charts, Kimberly? The charts when you have sex with one person and
We
then
did the game.
and how
We have a new game that you haven't seen yet.
Oh, I want to see that game.
One
Okay.
infected person infects the whole room.
Oh yeah, right. And check this out. And you think those numbers are amazing? How about you sleep with a guy who done slept with 2 other girls the same day and didn't shower? How you like them apples? Ooh, it's right. You have all stuff crawling all over your genitals and toes and hair and everywhere. Yeah, bro, it's messed up. Guys can do that, man. I don't know how we can do that. We can. Shoot, we immature. Whew, Lord have mercy. Thank you for growing up. I'm glad I grew up. Because let me tell you something. I am faithful to my wife. 19 years of marriage. I have never cheated on my wife. Never will. How can I do that? Because I made up my mind I'm going to do something different. Because my family is riddled with divorce and selfishness and all this stuff. And I said, you know what? When I gave my heart to Jesus Christ, I made up my mind and said, I'm going to do something different. Somebody in my family is going to be married and stay married. There's going to be a man in the Flowers lineage that will be more about other people than about himself. And I ain't been perfect, but I've been trying. I ain't been that imperfect. I haven't cheated on my wife. It can be done. But look, folks, this is 21 when I made these decisions. So you say you want to be married to the man of your dreams. Well, stop dating the boy of your nightmares. That just came to me. I got to remember that. Our life is good, man. I just got to hey, no, mental note. Rewind that tape. Say that again at every speaking engagement. Okay. No, I saw a hand over there.
Yeah, how old are you?
That's a good question. How old am I? Because
40?
40? That's close. Because I tried to grow some hair on my face. Because I used to go and visit my kids' high school, man. They used to be carding me. One day they asked me for my hall pass. Hall pass. I mean, I had just come to the gym and everything. I come from the gym. I have a sweatsuit on. I had a little ball cap. But I don't look that young. She carded me, asked me for some hall pass. I said, young lady, I got kids. that you need to be asking for hall passes. I'll be 40 in April.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Shoot, man.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water. That's youth. It's a fountain of youth. I kid you not. That's a fountain of youth. Water. Go ahead.
Me too. Like 32. He said he was married for 19 years, and it was after he was 21, so I guess 40.
So you said, yeah, so you did the
Watch
math.
it.
Math genius. If y'all have any trouble with your homework and stuff, call her. That's her. She gets stuff quick, man.
I'm a D in math.
All right, who else?
So, how many, like, what are you, like, okay, so you said you had one girl
Mm-hmm.
and
4 boys.
One girl, 4 boys. Yes.
like, how did you meet your wife? Like, what's the story behind it?
Story behind meeting my wife. I'll give you the short story.
Oh,
So, right after I came back from Egyptian dude chasing me out of the restaurant, right after that, I got back to the United States, and I was going to check this out. This is show you how you mature. This is how you mature. I tell you now, when I was 16, 3 girls one day, no shower. You remember that? 16, right? Okay, remember that. Now, watch this. 3 years later, 3 years, after 3 girls in one day, no shower. Okay, 3 years after that, I came back. We had just come back from our tour over there in the war and stuff. We had just come back to the United States. I had money in my pocket. I was ready to go party. Me and my homeboys went out off the ship, and I was like, hey, man, we're going to this party, man. I got this girl I want you to meet, right? Her name is Pam, right? And she fine, dog. I'm telling you, bro, you just have a good night, man. You go to the party, man. You just roll with it, all up in there. You know what I'm saying? Just have a good time, yeah. And I said, okay, yeah, let me go check it out. And so I went to the party, right? We was in the party, man. We was juking. We was rolling, boy. I was waiting for Pam to come in. Pam didn't never come in. I was in there juking. We was going for it, man. I was rolling around. Just doing it. And Pam came in. And I said, oh, Lord, not her. They said, what's wrong, man? I said, that's Pam? They said, yeah, that's Pam. I said, no, man, I ain't interested in her. What's wrong with her? I said, bro, let me tell you something. That girl right there is like a pie. I done heard about her. She's like a pie. Everybody done got a piece. I had heard stories about this girl before I left and came back. I had news. Everybody on the ship had been with Pam. And I just wasn't interested. Now, this is 3 years later from the dude, 3 girls in one day with no shower. How can something like that happen? How can that be so that I don't want to be with a girl who is as promiscuous as I was? How does that happen? Time, man. Time changes people. And so, at the party, I saw Pam come in, and I said, hey, I ain't interested in her, but who is that? Who is that over there in the corner that ain't dancing with nobody? Well, that is Rebecca. That's Pam's sister. Really?
Wow.
Really? And I strolled over to Rebecca, and I was juking, and I said, how you doing? 6 months later, we were married.
Whoa. Oh, that's so cute.
Because I knew she was the one. See, a lot of you young ladies, you think that you are going to miss out on something. You think you're going to miss. That's why you're thinking about the dating game. You can't wait to jump in because you don't want to miss Winterman. You think you will miss him. But listen, young ladies, listen. If God is sovereign, if He is absolutely in control of everything, then He knows what you need and what you want and what's best for you, and He will give it to you every time. You won't miss it. You won't miss it. Only thing you need to do is do things that will better yourself and prepare yourself for Winterman. Because when Winterman comes, you ought to be, how can I say this? You ought to be as close to a new car as you can be, okay? You don't need to have a whole bunch of bumps and dents and scratches and flat tires and broken windows and all that kind of stuff that you got from the dating game. Because he might want a brand new car. He might not want somebody who has been test driven a whole bunch of times. Y'all know what I'm saying. I need to make that any more plain than that. I don't need to make no more plain than that. Y'all know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, that's why. That's why you need to wait. Because you say you want to marry the man of your dreams, not the boy of your dreams. And boys are immature, man, but shoot, 19. 3 years after, the 3-in-1, no shower, here I am saying no to promiscuous woman and saying, who is that? And married her in 6 months. You and your husband were together how long before y'all got married?
Well, we met and then we were engaged 4 months later.
They're engaged.
For a little bit.
So-
So figure out where we're gonna live.
So 4 months after the engagement, they're married. It don't take long, you won't miss him. But if you're in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, he shows up. Anybody else? I think I got much more time. I got a couple more minutes.
Time for one more question?
One more question.
Who's got a good one?
How did y'all like work through like all of the people you've been with before, like in your marriage?
Ah, that's a good question. That's a good question. So how did we work through all of the bumps and bruises? Because I had scratches on my paint, I had dents and flat tires and broken windows and stuff. How do we deal with that in our marriage? Rebecca, from what she told me, she had only been with like 1 or 2 guys before me. I mean, I ain't the finest guy in the world, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm fairly good looking. I was funny. I charmed my way into a lot of girls' lives and stuff, so I could do that. I wasn't the best looking guy, so I was on the lower rung of the guys who was just really going after the girls. But by the time I had got married, I had been with 12.
Whoa.
12. That ain't a lot. What you just say? Whoa, a lot like that, for that ain't even a lot.
That's a lot.
I know some guys who can't count. There were some guys on my ship who had been with 12 girls the week before. Okay, you saying whoa like that, man. I need to get you around some other people. Shoot, man, made me feel bad a little bit. I know you
Very
do.
sheltered here.
Yeah, you are? Okay, great. Well, that's okay. You can be sheltered, but pretty soon your shelter coming off, and you're going to be out in life and have your own, make your own decisions, and so you have to deal with some of these things. So I'm going to tell you how guys are. So, yeah, so how do we deal with all that? Here's how we dealt with it. We tried to talk about it one time, and feelings got really, really hurt, and we didn't talk about it no more.
After y'all were married, those times?
After we were married, we decided to talk about the past, and she told me some stuff about her past, and I told her a little bit of stuff about mine, and we got really mad and really frustrated, and we decided, you know what, we probably shouldn't go there no more.
So y'all are just like pretending it didn't happen?
We just didn't talk about it. Right. Why? Why did we choose not to talk about it? Because here's the truth. Yeah, it's definitely good not to do that, not to beat a dead horse. But man, listen, my past was my past, and it's not a good idea. The Bible says, tell no man your whole heart. Don't tell him everything. On a need-to-know basis. Now, here's how you protect yourself. Nowadays, especially, I'm a minister. I counsel some people before marriage and that kind of thing. But, you know, one of the things that they do during the marriage counseling is you need to go get a test. You need to go get a test. And find out if winner man, who possibly used to be loser man, got something that he can't get rid of. And that might, you know, change some things. It might not. But it's not, there's nothing wrong with checking. Ain't nothing wrong with checking, because y'all might be sheltered, but there are a whole lot of guys out there who aren't. And you can say BC all you want to, but man, sometimes the things that you did BC will follow you for the rest of your life. Ask the lady who can't have a child naturally. That was BC. She's a Christian now. Thank you so much for your time. Check this out. You guys actually can clap. Thank you for your I'm going to just throw this out there because I knew it's probably not going to happen. You guys asked me about my singing, and I know you want to hear some of my music. If you guys are on Facebook, how many of you are on Facebook? All right, go to Facebook. Go to Facebook and look up the Boots and Blue Jeans tour.
Right now?
No, not now. You ain't supposed to have no phone. You're supposed to listen to me. You get a phone. Did you use your phone in school?
Yes.
No.
Oh, in this class, okay. All right, so check this out. Go to Facebook and look up the Boots and Blue Jeans tour. You'll see my big face, and the Boots and Blue Jeans tour is my, it's kind of like my flagship. It's where I do speaking and singing, and I'm all about youth. I'm in high school and colleges, you know, a whole bunch of times. And there's music, it's motivation, it's lifelong mentoring. So if you like what I said today, and you want to, even if you didn't like what I said today, and if you think it's good for you to hear it again, you can see some of the videos. I'll put this video up there. I'll chop it up, cut out some of the some stuff I cut out. So the revised, edited version of the video, I might put that up there. You'll hear some of my music. You'll get You get notifications on the next time I'll be somewhere singing or speaking that you might be able to come to. I'll be at Brooklyn Baptist Church on December 31st. We're doing a watch night service. Some of y'all might want to come. Man, recording artists, rappers. It's going to be inspirational speakers. I'll take the stage. I think I get about 20 minutes. I'll be debuting my brand new song called Hang Around. It is a smash hit. Hang Around. How to make better friendship choices. Because you know sometimes some of the people that you hang around can bring you down. Anybody ever been hanging around somebody that brought them down? You know how it is. And it's hard to make decisions like that. So brand new song, Hang Around, is live hip-hop sound like the music y'all like. Y'all like stuff that ain't even music, man. But that's okay if that's the music y'all like. I can make that music. Hey, it's my number, so call me, baby. Man, that's easy, man. I can do that stuff. If that's what y'all like, that's what I'll do. So Hang Around is going to be good December 31st. But you'll find out more about that when you go on Facebook, the Boots and Blue Jeans Tour. Look it up, like the page, and you'll get some information about that. And go to my website too, Henry Flowers website.com. You can get some more stuff.
Wait, what's your website?
Sorry.
Henry Flowers website.com. I can't sing now.
Why? Will you sing tonight the national anthem?
I'm going to see if I can come to the game tonight. If I don't sing tonight, I'm going to come to one of your games and I'm going to sing the national anthem. I'm going to do that. And because I would like for you to come go to my website and hear me sing. I got a band. I got my band's video on my website. You can hear me sing some of the oldies that y'all probably don't even know. Y'all probably even heard some of the songs. You probably have, but maybe you don't. So go to my website and Facebook page. Thank you, Kimberly. The floor is yours.